dogs nod, they know the drill. Chasing dreams past the headland hill. Hands like rope, eyes like steel. Out here it's raw, it's bloody real. No deck chair days or quiet bays. These beach ride stories in a wild way. And when that light screams, I feel alive. One cast, one fight, one reason.
So we know preparation is really important when we're about to go fishing. So this Tuesday, Wednesday, we've got a really big southeaster coming, and we're going to hit the beach. And I decided to actually repack my Alvy with some 15-pound lines. I just want to make you, this is the last time I put the line on this Alvy was when Schneider from Drummoyne Bay Tackle was $8.40. So I've actually peeled off the old line and now put the new line on. I don't know if we can get Schneider now for Drummoyne Bait and Tackle for $8.40 there, but I'll tell you, I got value for money, so I'm going to go a little bit more on that. But also I'm actually going to upgrade my rods this time, so I need a bit of length to actually cast out, other than use my smaller rod that I've been using with the egg beater. I am an Alvy man, so I'm actually using this size Alvy, which is the 600A. It's been a faithful servant over the years, and I just hope that tethered with the $8.40 Schneider back from 1987, whatever, it'll perform. Okay team, so we're heading to a beach called Little Bay. Now they're forecast really big conditions, and I've actually brought out my big rod with my smaller Alvy today, so you'll see that. Now this beach is renowned for fishing in the big swells, the southeasterlies. I'm on the beach, so I'm not taking any risks at all of going onto the rocks, and we're going to give it a go. So it's going to be very interesting to see what this can produce all the way through here. So I'll just give you a look at that. We're up here at the moment, and we'll walk down to the beach. Parking's pretty good. Swell hasn't come into the beaches yet, and it should produce. Again, I'm actually using my 7-wrap beach rod with my smaller Alvy today, just because of the wind, and I want a bit of distance to head out there. Again, I'm not fishing the rocks, I'm not taking any risks, so I won't risk my life for a fish. It's very, very safe, and we'll give it a little bit of a toss in. You can see that swell actually coming across and totally missing the bay. But what I'm hoping is that the fish will take cover in the sheltered bay area, and we can surprise them with a few baits. That's my logic. As you can see, there's a few little locations we can fish through here. Not a bad area. Would I fish this in summer? No. Only in the afternoons. But again, daylight saving would be a problem because all the beach is very packed out. The parking is a premium. Good luck. Public transport, good luck. Big walk. So realistically, you really have to plan your day and see how it all pans out. There's plenty of access to the beach. You get the pathway, and it's a guide. It's the 18th hole here, if you can see that. And there's a stair access to the beach. Plenty of signs to put you to the area. Again, if you fish this area, don't fish the rocks if you don't know what you're doing. There's so many people lose their lives rock fishing. It's just unbelievable. Again, I'm going off the beach, and I see so many people taking risks for a fish, for a bream or a whiting. It's just out of control. It's lined up, beach access all the way through, so we can go through here and we'll head down. Okay, so we've got a few steps. We're heading down now, and as again, it's access good on the knees. Good little workout before we go. Again, look at that. It says wear a life jacket when rock fishing. You got unexpected swell, submerged objects, and you got the legal bag limit and side species here to remind you of your obligations when you're actually fishing to throw back the undersized fish. Looking at today, we might have one conflict with that is that there's a person who's about to swim on the beach now, so we'll go down. I think looking in this area through here, I'm going to work the beach in a couple of different areas. I'm going to go in this corner here, then work away to that corner. I can see that ripply water out there, so I've got the big rod, so I'll be able to hoik that out there. And then I'm going to go to that far beach on the left and cast out into just before the rocks. So my logic is that because of the the cyclonic conditions that we're having in Sydney today, the cyclonic conditions haven't hit. Okay, the rain swirls have come in, but it's still, again, it hasn't turned around to that southeaster as yet, to where this beach gets dragged right into the rough and tumbles. All right, so today I'm using worms, and I've also got some prawns which I'm going to throw out, and I've got my rig through here again. I'm going again with the rig through here, but I've got a small sinker, but I've got that hanging through here today. So just with a shorter trace. Didn't know what the turbulence would be like down here, so we'll go and give it a hoik. So you can see I'm down the beach area through now, so this ripples area through here, so I'm going to hit out here. And again, I got my Alvy, my smaller Alvy, the 600A. I told you I was an Alvy man, and I got my little star sinker with my small trace. I've got this on a slide, so I can actually change up or down for quick, and we'll hang this area through here and see what it can produce this morning. Fingers crossed. Okay, so we've got our first cast out there, and the swell is starting to turn around a little bit. I've got actually beach worm on, and we'll just work this area through and throw into that ripple area over there, and see what we can produce at Little Bay on a stormy cyclonic condition. We fished the beaches up at Coffs Harbour before Cyclone Albert, not knowing the cyclone was coming. I'm actually intentionally going out now to fish the weather here on this beach to see what it can produce in the poor weather. Not bad. Hopefully the fish will come in through the storm to get a bit of shelter. But a bit of promising. You can see how the rock formations through here, how people can actually get suckered in and fish those conditions. Absolute craziness. You might say I'm actually crazy going out fishing on a beach in this weather. It's totally safe here. I wouldn't risk my life for a fish. I've been rock fishing nearly 40 years plus. Touch wood, haven't had one issue on the rocks or the beach, being washed in or nearly washed in. Being with people who have taken risks and they've gone in, but they survived. But it's not worth it, team. Just not worth it at all. That's what I'm doing, is that I'm actually holding my rod. I've got a pretty heavy rod, and Alvy's not light either, but I always still like holding my rod. There'll be times when I'll put it on the beach and in a pole, but I just like holding it. Yes, your hands do get really sore and arms, but you know, after you've been doing it for that many years, the numbness, you get used to the numbness, and it's just an extension of your arm virtually. I'm going to wind in, and I'm just going to go a little bit more to my right into that rippled area through there. I've cast out through here to my left, a bit of clear water, but I want to head over just to that right a little bit so I can finish that. Any forages are in there coming in off that break off through there. You can see it really churning up over there, and that's a good sign. It's coming across to the left, but I want to fish more directly in there. Okay, so I've come over to more centre, and I'm casting out into this direction now. I did get baited. But I did see in the water through here a few toads, so it's a bit of a worry if I get the pick. I'm not even feeling them. The toads might clear me out. But hopefully something's in that water. I did get right out there for this big rod. And you notice, team, the algae, it's silent. I don't have the click, click, click on. I don't know if you guys fish with the click, click, click. I don't like the click, click, click. It's just annoying. Yeah, this is a custom-made rod that I got at Waverley Bait and Tackle back in the 80s. The boys up there made it for me to my spec when I used to fish down the Merck and the Rosa Gully, Ben Buckler and all that stuff down through here. I needed some power when I was catching the bigger fish. I always like fishing with this one on the beach, other than my other one that I've been using recently. I can actually go for the bigger fish, the dewies, big tailor, big salmon with it, and I have no problems bringing those in. The only thing that lets them down is me, the operator, which I still make stupid decisions and impatient to bring the fish in. I know you guys aren't like that, but I still am. All those years, you keep on learning from your mistakes. Definitely do. It's a good rod. It's been a trusty rod. I just hope the kids know what to do with it when I'm gone. It's probably be on the scrap heap. They won't know the sentimental value of it and the history behind the Waverley Bait and Tackle rod. Okay, here we go again. Getting baited. See that one through, bombs away, right there. Let's go. Well, I'm giving it 2 hours, the best I can, team. And what's happening here at the moment is that the toads are actually going berserk on my bait and just stripping everything. So the toads are winning 100 to 1. I'm fishing that rough area. It's still not rough enough, the turbulence in the area as yet. The swell of wind hasn't turned around, so it's not performing. I've switched over to prawns because I don't want to wipe out my all my worm bait, but they just can't even feel them. Not that I'm not trying, but I'm right out just in that edge of that white water, just through there, which is a pretty good area. But again, I think I've got to have a donut day.
Big Wednesday, the day you face your own biggest challenge. The day you risk it all. The day you either distinguish yourself or fade into the crowd.
It'll come again. It'll be a swell so big and strong it'll wipe clean everything that went before it.
Thunders as I hit the track, rod in hand, tackle on my back. Wind's got teeth, sand cuts deep, but there's fish out there that don't come cheap. Boots in the foam, heart in the fight. The surf don't sleep, and neither might I. Yeah, I'm chasing more than a bite. I'm chasing that fire in the night. I'm casting through the storm, where legends live, the lies get torn. Waves bound like a beating drum, but I ain't leaving till the morning comes. So bring the rain and the roaring tide. I'll stand alone with a burning pride. No calm seas for a soul like mine. I'm casting through the storm. Old bugs nod, they know the drill. Chasing dreams past the headland hill. Hands like rope, eyes like steel. Out here it's raw, it's bloody real. No deck chair days or quiet bays. These beach ride stories in a wild way. And when that light screams I feel alive. One cast, one fight, one reason why. I'm casting through the storm, where legends live, the lies get torn. Waves bound like a beating drum, but I ain't leaving till the morning comes. So bring the rain and the roaring tide. I'll stand alone with a burning pride. No calm bay, stay warm. But give me the spray and the full force swell. That's where my stories dwell, in a southeaster scream and a blood red dawn. That's where I was made, that's where I belong. I'm casting through the storm, where legends live, the lines get torn. Waves pound like a war drum's cry, but I'll be here till the real runs dry. Yeah, bring the dark, bring the thunder's roar. The soul's been tested and it wants more. No calm seas for a heart like mine. I'm casting through the storm.